Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Get it. Let's get it. Mike Sports Vibes. Thank you for vibing with me. Hopefully you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. You know what I mean? What's today? Tuesday, 29th. I'm hoping you're having a wonderful day. You know what I mean? And as always, God bless. So my question for everybody is this: what letter grade do you give the Vikings for the 2025 NFL Draft? Leave in the comments below. Let me know how y'all feel. Be honest. Give me a reason why you give the that grade if you can. Because I'm going to read all the comments. But I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm hearing a lot more dislike than like when it comes to the 2025 NFL Draft, and this everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But my opinion is this: the letter grade I give the Minnesota Vikings, and I'm taking this little nature walk right now, is a solid A. And I'm gonna tell you why in just a moment. First, the reason why it's not an A, it's not an A plus, is because we really don't know what we getting on the field. Like, as much as we want to say that these prospects are like ultimately the best, you know what I mean? We hope. But we don't 100% know what they're going to do, right? But I'm confident they will be good. I'm confident that each pick all the way to the 6th round is going to be a good pick for the Vikings. And also, even if you're not a Viking fan, let me know how you feel about your 2025 NFL Draft. Let me know how you feel about what you picked up. But getting back to the Vikings, right? The Minnesota Vikings, in my honest opinion, got an A, and the A is to be continued, obviously. But when you start the draft in the trenches, the game is won and lost in the trenches, I always say. You win the Super Bowl by making sure your offensive line and your defensive line is on point. I give them a D because we only have 4 or 5 draft. 4 or 5 draft? You give us a D, I would say this. It's not about the quantity of picks. It's about the quality of picks. That's my honest opinion. It's not about how many picks you have, because you can have 10 picks in a draft and all of them are not good. And you can have 2 picks in a draft and all of them are good. You know what I mean? So if it's of course I would love to have more picks, obviously, but I don't think it's a big deal because of the free agency that we had was so amazing. We covered up a lot of holes, and you work with what you have. When you had to trade up in the draft last season in 2024 to get JJ McCarthy, and you traded back and you traded up to get Dallas Turner. So you're going to lose some picks trading up. You want to get your franchise quarterback. We got him in JJ McCarthy. But in my opinion, I give this 2025 NFL Draft for the Vikings a solid A, and it could be an A plus depending on how these dudes play. But when you start with the trenches, yes, the offensive line is not the sexy pick. Yes, the offensive line is not the most popular. It's not a sexy pick. Let's keep it real. People would like to go get a wide receiver, or a running back, a safety, or cornerback. It's not a fun pick. Shout out to everybody in the video. Make sure y'all hit that like button if you haven't already. Consider subscribing. We're going live for absolutely every Minnesota Viking game. And even if you're not a Minnesota Viking fan and you're enjoying the vibes, when we go live and we go against your team, you can talk trash to me in the comments. As long as it's respectfully, we going to talk that talk. But listen, y'all, shout out to y'all that's in the building, man. Make sure you hit that like button, though. But listen, what was I saying? So we covered up a lot of holes, and when you talk about getting the offensive line together, you got Will Fries, you got Kelly, you pretty much made sure this offensive line was good for our rookie, or now he's not our rookie quarterback anymore, but our young quarterback in JJ McCarthy, right? When you start with the first round with Donovan Jackson, offensive lineman, he can play tackle, or he's most likely a guard. He's more of a guard than a tackle, but he brings that versatility. Hello, hello. How you doing? How you doing? Shout out to you. Shout out to you. He brings that versatility where he can be a tackle if need be. We drafted him to be a guard, but just to have that versatility to play guard is something that you need in offensive linemen. Because sometimes when you just draft a player and he's just one position, what if somebody gets hurt? You know what I mean? What if someone gets hurt? You have that option to be like, yo, if someone gets hurt, one of our tackles get hurt, I'm not saying we will do it, but just the option to do it makes it really cool. And Donovan Jackson can do that. You know what I mean? And a lot of professionals, or a lot of people that be doing these drafts, and a lot of people that have been following the best offensive alignment in the 2025 NFL draft, said that Donovan Jackson is the second best guard in the draft. So getting the second best guard in the draft at the 24th overall pick, in my honest opinion, is very, very good. You know what I mean? That's just my honest opinion. Now, when you talk about, let's talk about, and also, right, I just feel like this as a Viking fan, right? And I said this on my last live. I feel like we complained for so many years about our offensive line. We complained so many years. Now that we address it, I don't think there's a such thing to overly address the offensive line. You have to make sure, like I said, the Eagles got the blueprint. Great offensive line, great defensive line. They won the Super Bowl, right? We have the skilled players. We just don't have the trenches before this 2025 offseason. The offseason, we took care of a lot of the holes that we had, but to not be happy about an offensive guard that could be a Pro Bowler, they said he could be a Pro Bowler, is like, come on, man. Come on, we got to make sure we protect J.J. McCarthy. The most important position is the quarterback. So that's the way I'm looking at it. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, obviously, but I'm leaning towards like, yo, the better the offensive line, the better J.J. McCarthy can be. That's how I look at it, right? Now, when you get to the third round, 102, and if y'all can, make sure y'all hit the like button, I don't have no likes. Show a brother some love. And just hit the like button. Shout out to each and every one of y'all that's in the building. And by the way, I'm going to show you some vultures, man. They're like in this tree. I want to show you this real quick before I get into this live even more. Let me show you this real quick. This giant. Not sure if you can see it. Hold on. Y'all see those two birds right there? That's a vulture. It's a giant vulture. Two of them sitting right on that tree. And there's one sitting up there too as well. I just thought I would show y'all that real quick. That's pretty cool. How you doing, brother? There's two big vultures flying on that tree. But yeah, man, so how do y'all feel about the first pick? How do y'all feel about the first pick? How do y'all feel about Donovan Jackson being the first pick for the Vikings? I think that's a solid, great pick. I'm not going to say solid. I'm going to say a great pick. I think that's a great pick. All right, now let's get to the third round. Ty Felton. Round 3, 102 to be exact. We traded back from the 97th pick, and we still stayed in the third round. And we drafted Ty Felton. Now, I think this was a good pick as well because you're being proactive when it comes to the wide receiver position. You know, the wide receiver position is a question mark after. When you get to the third wide receiver on the Vikings, it's a question mark, right? Speedy Nailers, he all right. He all right. I'm going to say he all right. But Ty Felton can definitely, he's more talented than Speedy Nailor. He has the speed. He has better hands. I think he can honestly be a number 2 eventually. He could definitely be a number 2 eventually. So it's just like, in my honest opinion, man, like that was a steal in the third round. And let's talk about Ty Felton real quick, right? This man led the Big Ten with 96 catches and 1,124 yards. So, and then he was 4th when it comes to touchdowns. He finished the season with 9 receiving touchdowns and that's 4th in the conference. So he's a touchdown machine. He got great hands, and like I said before, Jordan Addison might get suspended early on in the season. So if he's suspended, you got a Ty Felton that can cover down and be like, yo, Ty Felton, you're going to be our wide receiver too, bro. So you being proactive. And then on top of that, you might not keep Jordan Addison. I'm talking about after this season. You might mess around, trade him. You might mess around, trade Jordan Addison. You know what I mean? So you being proactive, getting Ty Felton, that's a smart move by Quasi in KOC. Right? Now let's get to Terrian Ingram Dawkins. Now, he's just a super athletic freak of nature. He's a super athletic freak of nature. He can run, he could be a edge in a 3-4 defense, and he can be a defensive tackle in a 4-3 defense. So that's another player that's versatile that can do both. You know what I mean? And I know Brian Flores is going to coach him up. I know Brian Flores is going to do his thing. So that's another player that I think getting him in the 5th round at pick 139. That was a good pickup, bro. That's a good value pickup. By the way, shout out to everybody in the building. I am a Viking fan. I cover the Minnesota Vikings on this channel. If you're interested, consider subscribing. We go live play-by-play for every single game. So even if you're not a Viking fan, when we go against your team, you could be in the chat and talk trash. And shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. Hit that like button if you haven't already. I got 5 people watching. No, not one like, unless it's not showing up on my side. I don't have any likes. Hit that like button if you haven't already, please. Show a brother some love. Now, let's get to the 6th round. We have 2 6th-round picks, right? And it was Kobe King from Penn State, and that was a 201 pick. And then we have a tight end 202, Gavin Bartholomew. That was another 6th-round pick, back-to-back 6th-round picks. Kobe King, I just know he's one of those type of players. He doesn't do nothing fancy. He can cover a little bit, but he's more of like a run stuffer, man. He ain't scared to make the tackle, physical, and he's just a monster, man. Rarely would he miss a tackle. He's all over the place to make a play. And we need linebackers that got the size, the weight to make them tackles, man. Not being scared to hit those running backs, man. And can cover a little bit. So he can cover the tight end a little bit. But my whole thing is, like, we got some great running backs in the NFL right now, man. We have some great running backs, man. The running backs are definitely back. As you can see, Ashton Jeanty went top 10 pick. Amara Hampton was a 1st-round pick. So we had 2 1st-round picks that were running backs in this 2025 NFL draft. Shout out to you. I give them a B+. I love they brought in Kobe King. Kobe King. These people I know people not hitting the like button. They're not showing a Viking fan no love today. It's all good, man. Well, it's not all good, but dang, ain't nothing I can do about it. But shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're going live for every Viking game. So even if you're not a Viking fan, consider subscribing, because if we play your team, we're going to beat the brakes off of your team. And I want you to talk trash, man, in the comments, man. It's going to be a fun year. I'm being live. It's going to be lit. It's going to be so litty. I'm going to be on my laptop talking that talk. It's going to be fun. I can't wait. But Kobe King was an excellent pickup in the 6th round. He underrated, man. And like I said, he's not scared to make the tackle, bro. He doesn't miss many tackles. When he gets his hands, he wraps you up. You're going down. If he gets you, you're going down to the ground. And that's what I like about Kobe King, bro. And then we drafted Gavin Bartholomew. I feel like that was an underrated pick as well. I know as Viking fans, you're probably like, why would we go tight end? Well, the reason why is we did lose one of our tight ends, right? And then on top of that, you know, we have Josh Oliver. We have, what's his name? TJ Hawkinson. TJ Hawkinson has to have a breakout season this year, I'm hoping. But it's just being proactive again, because what if TJ Hawkinson doesn't, I'm going to be optimistic. I think he's going to be on point. But what if he isn't? You drafted your future potential star tight end. He has hands. I'm not sure how good of a pass blocker he is, but I think he's a better run blocker than a pass blocker at tight end. But he's more of a tight end that can catch the ball. He's more of a receiving tight end. So I think that was a good, solid pickup, bro. Tight end is a great as well. Can block and run plays. Yes, and can get open. Yes, yes. That's what. And thank you for that comment, Jonas. Yes, I'm literally. I like saying his name too, by the way. Bartholomew. If I jacked up his last name, my bad. But I think Bartholomew, people are going to be like, wow, Kwesi and KOC. And I say KOC because I really feel like Kwesi and KOC are like, they're like the perfect combination of head coach and GM because they work together. It wasn't like Zimmer and what's the other bull? What's the tight end? What's the GM we have? Forgot his name. But it wasn't like that relationship. Like they work together with their picks. They work together. Yes, if the picks fail, it's going to be on the GM as it should because he's the GM. But I like the fact that Kwesi and KLC work together to make these picks because they believe in each other's opinion. They respect each other that much. And this is why I feel like the Vikings are going to be successful. Teamwork make the dream work. A lot of the offseason, all the moves that we addressed, getting Will Fries, getting the center and Kelly, getting our defensive line, getting our, just making a move after move after move after move. I just feel like it's amazing. It's simply amazing. But shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I am a Minnesota Viking fan. I will be going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game. And what did he say? He said is a great as well. We got some game. And yeah, and we got some undrafted free agents as well. So I feel like, all right, so and I'm going to go to the undrafted free agents, but I want to say this. The letter grade I give the Vikings for this draft, with only a few drafts in this draft, you know what I mean? We only had a few, right? Didn't have that many. I give it a solid A. Most people will say a B. Most people will probably say C. I look at it a little bit differently because I say the first round pick was absolutely amazing. A lot of experts like Mel Kiper and a lot of other experts will say he's the second best guard in the draft. You literally are making your trenches so great that J.J. McCarthy is going to have all the time in the world to be successful. Sit behind that giant offensive line and pick people apart, throwing the ball to Justin Jefferson, throwing the ball to Jordan Addison, throwing the ball to that guy, Ty Felton, our rookie in the third round, Speedy Naylor, TJ Hawkinson, and newest wide receiver, Gavin Bartholomew. It's going to be really fun to watch, man. It's really going to be fun to watch. But the guy that I like, I'm gonna get to your comments real soon, Jonas. Is the undrafted free agent that I like a lot is Trey Stewart, running back. I like the way that I just like his explosiveness, man. For Jackson State, he rushed for like over 1,600 yards. 5.9 per carry. He can also catch out of the backfield. And I think he's going to mess around, make the team. I think that running back by committee, he doesn't have to put the whole workload on him. I feel like we have a good running back room. We really do. He said Kobe King, I thought he could be a first or second round. Crazy he slid down the broad like that. Yeah, board like that. Yeah. O-line, D-line, wideouts and running backs, push back, linebackers class. Yes, right. And that's why we got that guy, Kobe King. But shout out to everybody in the building. If you haven't already, I got 9 people watching. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button. If you join the vibes, if you're enjoying the vibes, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. But I love Kobe King. Another undrafted free agent that I want to talk about, man, is wide receiver. And then I know it's another wide receiver. Robert Lewis from Auburn. I did watch a little bit of tape. I got to do more research on him, but I heard this man is a straight up baller. And I know, listen, we have some wide receivers. We got some talented wide receivers on this team already, but that's another wide receiver to look out for, man. That's another wide receiver to look out for. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do. Maybe he can get in special teams or whatever. Another player is Austin Keys, linebacker from Auburn. So we got some undrafted free agents that could possibly, like, our undrafted free agents is part of our draft, yo. That's how I look at it. Like, people was like, oh, we don't got that many picks. We're screwed. Nah, man. We had a great offseason, and we had a great draft, and we got a lot of great undrafted free agents, and we're going to see which one's the best, and whoever's the best is going to make the team. And I have a feeling that some of these dudes that are undrafted free agents are going to make the team, and not just make the team, but they're going to be valuable to the team in the team's success. They're going to have some type of impact on this team to be successful. A lot of people think that undrafted free agents ain't the best. Oh, they're undrafted for a reason. Bro, a lot of experts get things wrong. Just because you're an expert like Mel Kiper, I'm not coming at Mel Kiper. I'm just putting him out there because he's an expert when it comes to the draft, and he's the big dog, right? They don't always get everything right. Just like us fans, we don't get everything right. We make these predictions, and we hope the best for the players that we draft, but it doesn't mean we get it all right. So a lot of these players that get undrafted, that are not drafted, and we sign them after the draft, could mess around and be really good. You get what I'm saying? Really good. Yeah, smash that like button, folks. Show some love. Yeah, show some love for your brother. Appreciate it, Jonas. Hold on. Jonas. So, I want to say this. Because I know there's some Minnesota Viking fans in the chat. Should I do a dual live stream for the Timberwolves and Lakers on this channel? I might do it because I have another sport channel. It's called Mike Sports Vibes Ballin'. I cover, because I'm from Pennsylvania. I'm a Viking fan from PA because of the greatest wide receiver, Randy Moss. And that's another story for another day. I ain't going to get into all that. But that's why I'm a Viking fan, is because of the greatest wide receiver, in my opinion, of all time, Randy Moss, right? And so everything else for me is Philly. So I have another channel called Mike Sports Vibes Ballin'. If you're interested, subscribe to that channel. It's a basketball and Phillies channel. It's a Sixers and Phillies channel. But I might do a dual live stream for the Timberwolves on this channel, because I know y'all, a lot of Minnesota Viking fans are Timberwolves fans, and I'm excited for y'all fan base. I got the Timberwolves winning against the Lakers. They're up 3-1. Ant-Man is a real-life superhero. Ant-Man is definitely a special player. And if I was a Viking fan, I am a Viking fan. If I was from Minnesota, I would definitely be a Minnesota Timberwolves fan. I go as far back as KG. I don't know the beginning of KG's career, but I love KG. If y'all don't know who KG is, it's short for Kevin Garnett. If you don't know who Kevin Garnett is, look up Kevin Garnett, and you'll understand where I'm coming from. He's the greatest player in Timberwolves history, in my opinion, since I've been following basketball. Now you have Ant-Man. Ant-Man, for me, is amazing. He is so, forget about the off-the-court stuff. As long as the man don't get suspended, forget about the complaining. As long as the man don't get suspended, Ant-Man is the real deal, y'all. Y'all really got something special. I'm a Sixer fan. I wish I would trade every player on my team for that one player. I would trade you Joel. I would trade you Paul George. I would trade you everybody for that one player. But I just had to get that off my chest real quick. Yeah, smash that like button if you haven't already. Shout out to Sarah in the building. I'm too anxious. What's wrong? Yeah, we good. Yeah, y'all gonna win this next game. It's over. Don't be anxious, Sarah. Y'all got this. Even if y'all don't win game 5, y'all got 3 games to win 1 game, and y'all move on to the second round. Y'all good. The Timberwolves are, y'all good. Y'all team is deeper, and Julius Randle was balling. Mitchell, what position is he? What position is Powell? Is he, what is he? I don't know why I want to say linebacker. What position is he, Barber? He said Cap. Jay, what's up? What you mean, Cap? I thought Kobe King is the great replacement like Kendrick. Oh, man. If he could be like Kendrick, oh, my gosh, bro. If he could be like Kendrick, we got to steal, bro. Kendrick, man, I miss Kendrick. One of my favorite middle linebackers, bro. My favorite is Chad Greenway. But one of my favorite middle linebackers definitely is Kendrick. I think Kendrick is a better cover middle linebacker when it comes to like making interceptions and pass defended and all that. But my favorite linebacker in Minnesota Viking history is Chad Greenway. Y'all know people gonna be like, why would you pick him? But that's my guy. Chad Greenway is my guy. But he hitting holes, blitz. Yes, he ain't scared to make the tackle. We don't want Embiid. Yo, we'll trade. Hey, Sarah, I'll trade you. Listen, you don't have to have Embiid. You can have anybody. I said anybody. Anybody. Thank you for making my vibe. Oh, no problem, bro. You know you wouldn't trade. Hey, listen, Jay. I'm trading Joel Embiid for Ant-Man right now. No hesitation, bro. Make sure y'all hit the like button if y'all haven't. I got 17 people on, but only 2 likes. Show a brother some love. Show a brother some love. We talking about the Vikings. Sorry about the win, y'all. We talking about the Vikings 2025 NFL Draft. What letter grade do you give the Minnesota Vikings? We will be going live for absolutely every Minnesota Viking game. And so even if you're not a Minnesota Viking fan, come on the live stream. If we go against your team, we're going to beat the brakes off your team. Talk trash in the comments. And best believe I'm going to talk trash right back to y'all. Y'all already know what it is. But I would trade Joel Embiid so quick for Ant-Man. It wouldn't even be a hesitation. It wouldn't. Listen, bro. Hey, listen with the Harrison Smith jersey on. Who knows about that guy, Hitman Harrison Smith? Listen, I'm going to tell you this right now. And I'm trying not to get too far into basketball right now because y'all got me thinking about the Timberwolves and what I wish my Sixers had right now. But I'm not going to get too far in the bag with that. I'm going to say this right now. As a Sixer fan, bro, we're trading anything for Ant-Man. You can have everything. You can have Tyrese Maxey for Ant-Man. We can give you 3 players. We'll give you Tyrese, Joel, and Paul George. You can have them all, bro. Listen, we'll do anything. Give us Ant-Man. Give us Ant-Man, and we'll keep our first round pick this year. You know what I mean? We might draft Cooper Flagg with the first overall pick if we happen to get that first overall pick. But that's another story for another day. Let me get back to the topic. Y'all hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. And if you haven't already, check out my other channel called Mike Sports Vibes Balling. I cover the Sixers and the Phillies. And if I cover baseball and basketball over there. But shout out to y'all. He said Cap. What you mean, Cap? I was hoping Dallas was going to re-sign him, but I think he will land. Yeah, he's a little bit up there, but I still like Kendrick, though. Ant-Man is crazy, and I hope he wins the fight. Yeah, me too. I think he deserves it. I was sad last year. Hey, listen, I'm going to be honest with you, though. Y'all have a chance to get to the Western Conference Finals. But y'all going to have to get through Steph Curry. Y'all going to have to get through Jimmy Butler. Now, that's going to be the hard matchup. Now, that's a 50-50 toss-up because Jimmy Butler, when he's on one, he's hard to stop. Steph Curry, when he's on one, he's hard to stop. So the Timberwolves are going to get past the Lakers, so y'all don't have to worry. They're going to get past the Lakers in one of these 3 games. They will. After they do that, they're going to play the winner of the Rockets and the Warriors. And the Warriors are up 3-1. Warriors is going to win that series, bro. Y'all got to go against the Warriors. That's what's going to be hard. He said, Mike, J.J. McCarthy will have a press conference today. Okay, yeah, I'm going to have to look into that. I hope he says this. I hope he says a couple of things. Now, I hope he don't say too much. I want people to understand what they're dealing with because, like, when they see it on the field, you know what I mean? I want him to prove all these doubters wrong and just be like, only thing I kind of want to hear him say, to be honest with you, is I want him to say that he's 100% healthy. That's one thing I want him to say. I don't want him to say anything. If he says anything, like, when it comes to his health, he's not 100% healthy, I hope he don't say nothing like that. I hope he says he's 100% healthy, he's ready to ball out, and he's looking forward to this 2025 NFL season, throwing the ball to Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison and everybody. I can't wait. You know what I mean? But I can't wait till he proves to everybody because I can't stand when people be like, oh, you guys have all this talent, but you have an unproven quarterback. I'm like, man, whatever, bro. We have an unproven quarterback. That was the same thing when they said about Jaden McDaniels. And what did Jaden McDaniels do? He got his team to the NFC Championship game. What did Bo Nix do? Bo Nix got his team to the playoffs in the AFC, which is very hard to do. You know what I mean? So we gonna see. But shout out to everybody in the building, man. Appreciate y'all. He said, Steph is old, but he's still good though. Jimmy Butler good though. I'm telling y'all, that's the one team that can knock any team out in the West if they're healthy. So that's the one team. And of course, OKC. You know what I mean? But y'all definitely have a chance. But y'all gotta handle the Lakers. Gotta handle the Lakers first. And sorry about the win, y'all. You gotta handle the Lakers first. After that, you go against the Warriors, I think. And if you could beat the Warriors, y'all got a chance. Y'all got a chance against OKC. That's my opinion. I think the harder, look, believe it or not, people gonna think I'm crazy. I think the harder series is against the Warriors. I know OKC got the best record and all that, but Steph Curry is a different dude, man. Jimmy Butler, a different dude. Second round exit for the Timberwolves. Nah, I don't know about that, JBs. That's how you feel? That's how you feel? He said JJ is quarterback one. Definitely, bro. Timberwolves not excellent. I feel you. Jonas, I'm telling you, no, the only team is OKC. Nah, I'm telling you, the Warriors and OKC. Those are the two. Those are the only two for me. I think OKC is definitely a force to be reckoned with, of course, but I Warriors are too. But yeah, getting back to the letter grade. So y'all give it about a B. I think the average is B for the letter grade for the Vikings. I think the average letter grade is a B. Let's go. Hello. Timberwolves can't beat when they did it. Yeah. Ant-Man's the best player. And listen, bro, am I wrong for saying this? And I'm not saying this just because I'm a Minnesota Viking fan. I'm saying it because I really believe this. I think, look, internationally, the best play, like they got the best players. Jokic, when you talk about Jokic, SGA, Giannis, and all them, right? The best American player, in my honest opinion, in the NBA, in my opinion, people gonna be like, nah, that's not true. I think Ant-Man is like right up there. He top three. He at least top three in my eyes, man. He's not even in his full prime. He's in his early prime. That man is doing things. He plays on both sides of the court, bro. But let me get back to the dang on top. I keep going back to basketball. Y'all got me. And everybody that's into basketball, make sure you subscribe to my other channel. It's called Mike Sports Vibes Ballin'. I cover the Sixers and I cover the Phillies, but I do cover the NBA playoffs, and I do play-by-plays for a lot of the NBA playoff games. But shout out to each and every one of y'all that's in the building. Appreciate each and every one of y'all. Hit that like button. Consider subscribing to this channel as well. I'm standing on it. Ben, I'm a Warriors fan since 2009. I agree. Yeah. 2009. Yeah. Warriors, they definitely got a chance. I'm a big Jimmy Butler and Steph Curry fan, so that's a good series. That's gonna go back and forth. The thing that the Timberwolves have is they're a deep team. They have a lot of good players. A lot of good players, bro. A kind of close A. So you got like a B plus. So you're more like a B plus type with your grade. I'm an A, and we'll see what happens. I think that Felton was a good pickup. Of course, Jackson was a good pickup. I think Kobe King was a good pickup. I think what's my boy Tarian? And Bartholomew, Kobe, Tarian. Yeah, we looking good. We looking good, man. Our 2025 NFL draft is all that in the bag of chips. And that's how I feel as a Viking fan, man. Let's go to the bowl, man. Y'all know the vibes over here, man. Let's go to the bowl. Got one of my favorite players, Harrison Smith jersey on. Oh. I think this might be his last season, though. I'm going to keep it real with you. I like Harrison Smith, but we got to start, you know what I mean? Getting a little bit younger at that safety position. Lost a little bit of a step. And I like Harrison Smith, but I think this might be his last year, bro, for the Vikings. I might be wrong, but I think it might be. Emmett has to come out his own shell, doing him and playing like he wants. Yeah, Ant-Man. Yeah, Ant-Man's doing his thing, bro. He controlling everything. There's nothing that he's not doing right now. He's playing on both sides. He's talking trash to the greatest player, debatably of all time, LeBron. He's talking trash to Luka. He don't got no picks. He's the reason why, literally. He's the reason why the Timberwolves are this good. Yes, they have other players. You take Ant-Man off this team, the Timberwolves have no chance. Like, he's that good. He's just an amazing player. And I like players that play both ends. Like, I like Luka a lot. And I'm not saying Ant-Man's really better than Luka, but Luka don't play no dang on defense, bro. He don't play no defense. He's not a two-way player. Yes, he'll give you 30 points, but how many points is he giving up? See, people don't look at it like that. They don't look at it, oh, he's scoring 40 points, but how many points is he giving up? That's what people don't be looking at. They're like, oh, he's scoring 40, but what about the defense? What about the defense, y'all? I'm a KD. Yeah, when KD X is my... Okay. Hey, y'all, I'm getting off this live stream. I'm going to go to my other channel, Mike Sports Vibes Ballin', to talk some NBA talk. So if you're interested, go check out that channel. Again, it's called Mike, M-I-K-E, Sports, S-P-O-R-T-S, Vibes, V-I-B-E-Z, Ballin', B-A-L-L-I-N-G. So it's Mike Sports Vibes Ballin', and I'm going to be on that live stream in probably like 2 minutes and talk about the NBA playoffs. But shout out to everybody that's in the building. Again, I give this draft a solid A. Shout out to each and every one of y'all that support me on this channel. Appreciate y'all. If you know anybody that likes Viking content, share. Tell them to subscribe to your boy Mike Sports Vibes. And I'm out. Y'all have a wonderful day. And as always, God bless. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it, y'all. I'm out.